doctor's in the house, you get me? You know what time it is, innit? You know what time it is, innit? All right, then, say nothing. True ATV, in case you forgot, innit? Never. Well, this one here, you know, I have to put in a little work on this one. Yeah, you know what time it is. Come on, man. Don't act like you don't know what time it is, innit? It's the Dr. Love, True ATV. And you know it's never anything long, but I'm going to have to make this one a little bit, you know, I'm going to have to explain myself, explanatory mode. You know what I'm trying to say? What did I say? A couple of weeks, I don't know if it's a couple of weeks, a week ago. You have to be following me on these social medias. You have to be keeping up, because what it is, it's just a long line of things. It's like I'm on Snapchat. I'll be doing live feeds on Snapchat. You know that live feeds, that things that's happening every day. It's reality. We're just recording. The things that I think that are worth it, I'll be putting on YouTube. So you need to like and subscribe and get involved with the social media. So I'm on Snapchat, Dr_Love38. You need to be adding that. I'm on Twitter, NPR Records. We tweet every now and again, but it's not that kind of movement. But I tweet every now and again. I'm on Insta, CHGM Corp. Read the stories, read some of the posts that I put up. But again, Instagram is a different entity for the movement that I'm on. You're not going to understand everything I'm doing. But what you need to keep up with is True ATV. It's never anything long. It's there. It's there in the making. And then obviously you got me on Facebook, which I'm going to come to in a minute, which you can put me in as Trill Demas on Facebook and add me up. It's open. You just send a friend request, or even if you don't, you just look on there just to keep yourself updated with what I'm going on with. So that's basically it, really. And today I'm gonna delve into a few evaluations that I've seen. I don't know if I've got enough time to do so. I don't know if I'm gonna delve into too much. I don't know. We're gonna see where this all takes us today. And this is the evaluation. So I said about a week ago, I was on Facebook and I said, right, the doctor's gonna come up with some evaluations, basically, some analogies of breakdowns, basically. Because I see a lot of comical behavior, you know, like out there, True ATV, I'm out there, I'm interacting, I'm recording stuff, you know, it gets comical. To me, some of the things are funny, some things might be educational, you might learn something. I've already said it in Breakdown Part 5, you need to go back to there and see where I'm coming from. You need to go on NPR Records, where this will be on YouTube. Now I'm going to delve into the 6th of June, yeah? So as I said, you got me on all them platforms. WhatsApp, you can't have my number. You get me? Snapchat is Dr_Love38. Twitter, NPR Records. Instagram, CHGM Corp. And you got Facebook, Trill Demas. Like, yo, these are where I'm putting out stuff. And obviously you got my YouTube, NPR Records. You should like and subscribe. Pass it on to your friends. Tell them about me. Tell them about the 1 trillion tsunami. Tell them about the True ATV. Tell them about the doctor as I'm presenting myself here right now. Okay then. So let's break down the levels on, let's start from Black Lives Matter. Yeah? And I was doing some live recording. You can check out the video done on YouTube regarding that. It's a small part, and I didn't think, you know what? I thought, right, I've got a valuable piece here. I got the lady talking, the young lady talking when I came and whatnot, walking through the crowd and whatnot. And I got the lady talking, and she said some valuable stuff. I thought to myself, okay then, let me break it off here, basically. And then I switched it. As I said, you have to be following up with everything in order to understand all of the movement. You have to be on YouTube. You have to have me on Facebook. You have to have me on Snapchat. You have to have me on Instagram. You have to be with these things. You can't just be coming in at one place and thinking, he's ranting, or he's doing this, or he's doing that. You need to be on everything with me. You need to be following the tsunami, because it all just comes into one. It all comes into one. Anyway, oh yeah, just to stop as well, because I'll be putting this video out on the 20th of June. You won't get this Don't think I've just uploaded this now. I've started this on the 10th of June. I don't know if you can see. Look, I don't know if you can see. 10th of June. Hold on. 10th of June there anyway. Yes, it's the 10th of June today. And the reason why I'm uploading this hold on, yeah, the 10th of June. I don't know if you could get it on the camera, just to make sure that you got it right. If you look there, you can see it's the 10th of June. There. Yeah? 10th of June. And basically, I'm going to upload this on the 20th of June. The reason why I'm going to upload this on the 20th of June, which I'm going to explain in a minute. Well, should I explain now? The reason why I'm going to upload this on the 20th of June is because the live feed, as I was talking about on Facebook regarding the Black Lives Matter movement on the 6th of June in Leicester. Let me say in Leicester, because this is where I am, innit? People always ask where you're from. Leicester, Montserrat, but born in Montserrat, live in Leicester. That's how I do the thing. Don't ever get it confused. You understand? So yeah, there was a protest, a movement, I call it, on the 6th of June, 2020 basically, comical year, regarding Black Lives Matter. I then recorded on YouTube a little clip, a little snippet, as you can see. If you could go on YouTube now, you see the snippet. There's comments on there. I had to roast somebody out quickly on there. I won't be doing any roasting on this video though, because it's not that kind of movement. And I recorded, and what I recorded got a lot of stink, and I'm talking about from sleeping uneducated people, okay? But let's back up for a second. Let me back up. Before I get into that, I want to thank everybody. Listen, the energy was mad. It was Daisy. The energy from the positivity on that day, on the comments, the whole day, the whole movement, mate, it was just positivity. The protest was just like, yo, no trouble, no nonsense, no nothing. You understand what I'm trying to say? It was a good movement. It was raining, it was sunning, it was a blessing, shining. It was just a good movement. And I moved from YouTube to Facebook and did a Facebook Live. Now, while I was recording, it's point. You see, I'm a cameraman. I'm holding my camera. I'm not reading comments, you know. That's why I really don't do lives, because I'm not. It's hard to be sitting there passing on a message and people are commenting. You're trying to read what they're saying at the same time. I'd rather do it like this. Sit down in my zone. Record what I gotta record. I'm not sitting there waiting for people like, come, I'm online, help me, you know, like, come see me, like, you know. I record what I gotta say, I put it out there. Does that make sense? So yeah, I moved to Facebook Live and I was recording. You know, I was recording. And while I was recording, I'm seeing certain stuff. You know, when you stop for a minute, you see certain stuff, thinking, why? Nobody wants me to get my mouth involved in this, you know? No one wants to get my mouth involved in this. Anyway, I recorded. The day was beautiful. I'm going up and down. I'm showing how far the masses are and whatnot. And obviously, I got friends on there. They were saying their piece. This is how people feel. People are going to say how they feel. Just like the people who are commenting on my live. But what everybody's got to realize is that, yeah, you have an opinion, but that doesn't mean that you're correct, you know? Get facts and evidence. Research your work in order to come up with an opinion. That's when you're talking facts and evidence and you've done your research, no one can say nothing to you. But when you're coming up with something that someone's told you, you got to put that in the, slide to the side. Just slide to the side, because you're going to get wiped out. It's a tsunami and you will get wiped out. Like I had to wipe out a few people. I had to wipe out a few people on Facebook. But I'm going to come to that as well. I'm going to come to how Facebook is nasty. Anyway, so as we're recording, people are saying what they got to say. People are commenting while I'm doing the lives. And it's like, it was a little war going on. And I'm trying to explain to everybody, just before I go into anything deep, it's like, there is no war. The war has already been won. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say to you? So don't come at me with all these other stuff that I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna get into this. Anyway, coming to the end of the video now. Coming to the end of the live, my battery's running out. Thinking, you know what? We got good footage here for the live. I started seeing people talking about, oh, there's convid. I call it convid because it's a con. But anyway, that's just that's just me, innit? You know, you don't have to dig into that. That's just how my outlook and my opinion. And as I said, I don't know, 30 seconds before, you're entitled to your opinion, but that doesn't mean that it's right. Anyway, coming to the end of the video now, it's like, boom, bam, I'm seeing certain things. I'm like, I said it again. Don't let me have to open my mouth, you know, and say something to certain people. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And people just talking. I'm just like, this guy, I'm swearing, I'm going in, which I'm not going to swear on this video. So it's pointless. I want kids to sit down and watch this. You know, there's a time and a place for everything. And this is not the time. You see, when you're rolling with the doctor, it's a bit of a, you know, it's different. It's not that kind of movement. If you're trying to give out positive information, you can't be giving out negativity with it. I should have told myself that in Breaking Down the Levels Part 4, but I was in it, mate. I wanted to, I was in it. If you go back to levels, Breaking Down the Levels Part 4, you'll see I was in it, mate. And I'm not going to take that back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take that back. And for the people that I was roasting on Facebook, I won't take that back either. I will not take that back. You were coming off with derogative terms, racist terms. All lives matter. And let me just stop again, because as I said, you have to listen to this information what I'm putting out here. Let me just stop and say that all the people saying all lives matter, mate, I've done that. Look at my Instagram when I'm saying Black Lives Matter, but let me repeat, all lives matter. I've already done that. So if you're coming up when there's a protest or a movement and saying, because everybody, and I'm saying there was a lot of different ethnicities at this function, and there was white people as well. So when people come up to me and say, oh, these white people, stop right there. Stop right there. Because I'm not dealing with any color. I'm dealing with good people and bad people. I'm not dealing with, oh, he's white, so he said it. Listen, that's ignorance. I'm not into ignorance, because ignorance means that you're closed-minded and you have no chance of learning anything. I don't deal with stupidity. That's one thing I don't deal with. I got a zero tolerance for stupidity. So don't come on this channel or on my wall or on Snapchat or anywhere that I am telling me about they're white and these white people don't understand, because you can't be doing that. And across all of the protests, there was white people there. There's white people saying, yo, Black Lives Matter. So you can't be telling me, these white, no, change your perception. Don't come at me like this. So I'm gonna shut you down. You're an idiot. And you're like the fools that were talking on my wall. Do you understand what I'm saying now? You understand? Get rid of that kind of movement there. It's about that person said something such and such, and that person's ugly, and that person, I want to hear no colour. There is no colour. We're all created, we're all entities. If you cut any one of us down, we bleed, we got organs, lungs, heart, brain. Shut your mouth, be quiet. Come away with that. You get wiped out with that. You understand? Yeah? I don't want to hear none of that about all these. No. If you're talking about white supremacy, then people that are on that movement, because not every white person's on that movement. You know what I'm trying to say? As I said, if you look on the Facebook Live, Trill go and type it in. It's an open account. You'll see there's many different people down there protesting. And even though we're in as people want to say, a pandemic, them a panic me, I call it. You know, them people there, you keep saying, oh, them white people, these people gonna think, well, these niggas, that they're rude and disrespectful. I was down there holding up, and that's what you're gonna get. And then it just turns to, well, forget this race. I'm trying to help them move forward, and forget the colour. Just forget the colour. Forget the colour. It means nothing out here. Do you understand? Good people and bad people. And yes, I am going in because I'm passionate about certain things, but I don't have to swear. I can still say it in a certain manner. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And that's how it is. Right. On the live, Trill live. Wow, I roasted out. I roasted out, man. I was roasting them out along with other people who were watching it on loop. They were going in. There was arguments going on. But I'm trying to explain to one, there ain't no war. Like, I went to Vicky Park on the Monday. I think it's on the Monday. Yeah, it's on the Monday, because yesterday was Tuesday. Yeah, what's good was on the Monday. So let's say 2 days ago. And a man stopped me and said, yeah, man, I seen all of the movement, people going on racist on your page and whatnot. I said, brethren, stop right there. There is no war. I am at no war with no one. I have come to spread love and peace. You understand? There is no war. If you're in a war, you go to slide to the side. Does that make sense? You're not with me. I'm not with you, and you're not with me. Do you understand? The war, let me repeat this again, has already been won. That's it. If you can't see from that perspective, wow. You need to open up your eyes. People are out here talking about they're woke. Woke where? When I'm hearing people talking about, it's appalling and disgusting. Racism exists. This is why we're saying Black Lives Matter. Because racism exists. It exists. It does exist. Don't be silly. Don't be fooled. You're saying you're woke. How are you woke if you don't know this then? Because if it didn't exist, then we wouldn't have to scream out Black Lives Matter. Yeah? So going back now, when I said long time ago, all lives matter. And for everybody that's screaming out all lives matter, you are saying it. Listen to what you're saying. All lives matter. Yeah? You are saying Black Lives Matter. Because are you telling me that black people, me, you're telling me I'm not life? Who are you to tell me I'm not life? I'm a living, breathing entity. I'm a person. What are you telling me? I'm here. Breathing just like everybody else. Drinking, eating, whatever. A part of this planet. So I am life. You understand? Black people are life. And we are part of life. So all lives do matter. So when you're coming in with that argument, you stupid, ignorant person, you are saying, let me repeat it again, that Black Lives Matter. So jump on board and say it. Say it loud, say it proud. Yeah? Okay then. I don't want to hear no more about all lives matter. Yes, it does. And black people are life. They were life. We're living, breathing people. And what? Guess what? We do matter. And that's it. You understand? So jump on board, because all lives matter. Yes. So that's what you are saying. For the other people who are not saying all lives matter and saying, well, white people's lives matter, who is telling you that white people's lives don't matter? Is anyone sitting there saying to you that white lives don't matter? No. No one is telling you that white lives don't matter. No one has said that to you. You don't go down the road and feel like you're not going to live when you get stopped by the law. You might get brutalized and you might get killed, or you might get something happen to you where you're dead in a cell. You don't have to think like that. I do. People that look like me, they do. So that's why other white people who are not on your movement talking your nonsense are saying, listen, all lives matter. And that's the movement. We're not saying that white people don't matter. We're not saying that Asian people don't matter. Or Chinese or or whatever. Because all lives matter. That's it, innit? But here's what, in this current situation, in order for all lives to matter, you need to include black life, because black is life. We're not aliens. You don't cut me and see different organs. Stop being scared of the unknown. Give us a chance, the same chance that everybody else has. Huh? Don't be scared now. It's happening, innit? So for them little, that little group of people who are being racist, that's what it is. You're little, you're tiny, and you got shut down very quickly. And I could have done it on my own, except for Facebook. Now, Facebook, I'm going to take a time out to, roast out Facebook. And anybody watching this should pass this on to a next man and to a next man. Facebook is wrong. People are on there spitting racist comments, you know. Racist, swearing, all sorts of nonsense. We even caught 2 or 3 people screenshot them, put them on my Facebook, like, you know, the feeds, the posts, whatnot. Catching them outright being racist. I pissed you lot off this much for you to say, oh yeah. There was one guy that said, if I had a car right now, I'd run through all of the crowd. Someone said, look at them chimps. Other people who were trying to hide their racism. Oh, there's no social distancing. There's no social distancing. I don't see my family for a year. No, you were saying, oh, you black people, come out of there. Talking about the second wave. What second wave? What second wave are you talking about? We picked this time, so what? It's a movement, you know? It's happening. Don't get scared now. People are saying all across the world right now that they've had enough of this nonsense. Times have changed, you know? Times have changed. We've moved on from certain movements, but we haven't moved on enough. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? For this thing to be going on, now people have to come out in what you call the middle of a pandemic to tell you that Black Lives Matter. That means we try not to move on. And what happens to dinosaurs? Dinosaurs go extinct. Fossil. And that's what happened to the people there in that little small group. You fossil, you know? And you got stomped out because I've got enough energy. Me alone, I have got enough energy for all of y'all. Do you understand? And in that little movement there, it shows you how small and tiny you are. I can hear you. I can feel you breathing. You are scared. Keep on being scared. Yeah? Keep on being scared because you're tiny and you got eradicated and ridiculed, and your movements will be scorned in today's society. Diversification. You understand what I'm trying to say? The world is now changed. You understand? Someone said to me yesterday, or I think the day before, because you know, like, woo! Yeah. If it weren't for certain things and this, that, we wouldn't have certain corner shops. And you don't have to teach these people that, man. They should know when they go to them shops there who's building up these countries. We're all working together as one everywhere. I don't want to hear about no pass and this, that. Millions die from certain movements and this, that, and where. It's just the way of life. Let's talk about what's going on now. Let's talk about what's current in this time, this age. And for you to be racist in a time like this, wow, you got a lot to learn. I seen a lady on, I forgot her name. I was sitting down, someone showed me a post, I'm talking about like a 4-page letter. And you went, and you're not Aaliyah. Jeez! And she was talking about some stuff. She went out, she just kept it how her outlook is. And it was like, wow, but okay. Not even a wow, it's like, it's real as well at the same time. It's like, yeah, you know, it's real. It gets real sometimes. It does get real when you look at it from an understanding perspective. But some people will not look at it from that perspective, just looking at it from a closed-minded perspective. It's not all about that, is it really? You know? But yeah, Facebook now. Facebook went on because I was cursing. And hey, yo, hold on. I get it. But why are you letting other racist people talk all that talk to me on my social media when, one, I have not popped up to them and said anything to them. They've come on my wall to write stuff on my wall to tell me about people are chimps and all the COVID and social distancing. By the way, if you go back on my wall, again, I keep saying it, Trill Demas, Facebook. If you go back on my wall, the event that I went to on Victoria Park the other day, there was 2 police officers there. You'll see them there on my wall. They weren't doing any social distancing. They were close as ever. They weren't doing any social distancing. When they're riding around in them vans and cars going to arrest people, that's not social distancing. So people who are popping up on my Facebook page talking about the social distancing, yeah, okay then, I hear you. But the police officers that have been arresting and keeping everyone whatever during this pandemic have not been social distancing. Nurses, they're out there on the front line, and you feel like you've watched this and you feel like they were not doing the thing right. They're like them. You know, your head's going all about the place. You feel like hard done by. Don't feel like this. It's a movement. We apologize if you feel like, you know, we would, I don't know, going against the rules and regulations of the government. But this movement's gone on for so long that people just come out, they forget all of what's going on right now. That's how strongly we feel. So if there's a second wave, then I won't upload this video. But on the 20th, and I'm not sick and I've not got nothing going on, this is going up on the 20th. I've done this on the 10th of June, and this is going up on the 20th of June, which is, if you calculate correctly, for all you people with small minds, you said 2 weeks till I get the corona. So from the 6th to the 20th, that's 2 weeks, 14 days. Yes. On that day, I should be trying to run to the NHS telling them, sorry, I went downtown for a protest and this, that, the rest of it, and please help me and I will never do it again. But if not, I'll be uploading this video to let you know what I was going on with. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say to you? That's what I'll be doing on that day. On the 20th of June, this video is going to go up on my YouTube. I'm going to spread it all around. I'm going to spread it all around, and I might even hype it up from a certain time onwards, okay? For the people that are saying COVID, we chose our way. This is the movement. People have had enough all around the world about people, police brutality and the way how they treat black people in custody or when they're arresting them. Things need to change. Things have to change and things will change. I'm not in a war with you because the war is already won. It says victorious warriors have won the battle before they reach. People who are timid and shy, they're hoping to go there and win the war. I'm trying to explain to you that the war has already been won. And I had to break it down to a gentleman as well. The war has already been won. You're not fighting. What you're doing right now is spreading love and peace. If you're not on that movement, you ain't going to go very far. Looting and rioting, dead. You just get your head taken off, innit? Simple. We're still living in this world under certain rules and regulations. And if you're trying to protest and say that you're humane, then you have to be humane. It's harder. It will become harder. Trust me on this one. Much harder for a man to come out and shoot a man that's unarmed. You'll get so much more hype with it than if you go out, like screaming and shouting, everybody, yeah, and I'm gonna get and this is what I'm gonna do, and forget the government, and this is how I'm gonna hold it down. Then when you get head top, they're gonna say, well, that's how them people are, you know, they're violent nature, etc. But if you come with love and peace, hands up, I got no weapons, this is all I want to do, I just want my place in society, I just want to live. I want to live till and die of natural causes, or live and die of but just live. I don't want to be brutalized. I don't want to be, when I get arrested, like I don't want to have the fear of dying. But you shouldn't be doing certain things. But certain things happen, and certain people are in different circumstances. That's not what I'm here to talk about today. Forget that. We know how the world works, innit? We're talking about lives that matter, black lives that matter, in order for all lives to matter. Because then we can say that all lives matter, which it does. You know, it does matter. So I don't want to be scared to walk down the road with my son, and then we get stopped and we're thinking, oh my Lord, we're dead now. We're finished. Should we run and get shot in the back? We ain't even done anything, you know. You don't want to feel that. You want to. So come in peace to spread your word. And what people should be doing is thinking about not just protests, you know, trying to get to pass legislations, petitions, get out there. We need to be, the next generation after this needs to be, because black history ain't taught in school. That needs to be taught as part of the curriculum. Yeah, if I'm saying the word right, curriculum, yeah. Does that make sense? It needs to be part of the lessons. You take GCSEs on it and all that kind of stuff. It needs to be part of that movement. We need to, why is it lost? Why do you hate me? Why do you this? Why do you that? Because black people, I don't know about you, but I weren't taught racism by my mom Dukes, you know? She never taught me to go and hate white folk or Asian folk. She never taught me that. She said, they're gonna hate you. We don't know why. That's what she said to me. But just cut and go through and do your lessons, and, you know, be respectful and have manners, and, you know, them kind of things there. And growing up, as my mum had me locked into a movement. Yeah. So, my little racist people. Oh yeah, and that a guy got aired out as well on Facebook while they put me in jail for roasting. I tell you, I'm roasting. I was going in on people. I'm calling them names, all names under the sun, and I will not. I refuse to take it back. One, because you've come onto my wall and you're putting out racist comments and stupidity. You're ignorant. So I'm going to run you off my wall because I haven't troubled you. You have come and tried to trouble me. And I'm telling you now, on a very calm note, anyone from wherever, it's not happening with me. I've got enough energy for you. You cannot come against me. You understand? I am a force all on my own. Do you understand? Never mind the people that will see the right movement and just wipe you out, because it's a tsunami. You understand? I'm just wiping man out. It's that simple. Whether you want to believe it or not, or whether you think, oh, he thinks it's hard. No, I'm not the hardest man out. But I will stand for what I believe in. You understand? And they say, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Does that make sense? Yeah. What else is there? The Facebook thing was, it was, and I see a lot of people on there saying, oh, I can't believe that people are saying this and this, that, the other. What can't you believe? What can't you believe? What can't you believe? That racism exists. This is why we're protesting Black Lives Matter. Because it does exist. And this is why we need to stomp out. Because we are life. We're part of life. We're human beings. It's humane. So get with it. We're here. We're not going anywhere. That's it, innit? Don't do any nastiness to us, then we won't be out doing any movement saying we don't have to do that. We shouldn't have to do that in 2020. Come on, man. Fix up, innit? Does that make sense what I'm trying to say to you? Fix up. So again, I'm going to say thank you to everybody who participated in that movement. You know, it was straight positivity. And I had to tell some people, don't write anything about any white people on my wall. I'm not dealing with no colour here. You understand? I'm dealing with good people and bad people. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles for me. If you feel, oh, you're a sellout, slide to the side. I'm not asking you to be on board with my movement. My movement's too open. The levels that I'm on are too superlative for you. Your little tiny mind cannot comprehend my movement. You know, it's like some people say, oh yeah, I thought it was Trill ATV. Yeah, it's Trill ATV. NPR Records on YouTube. That's how you type in to look for me. Don't worry about everything I'm doing because your mind ain't where my mind's at. Don't mean that I'm higher than you. We're just on different levels. And if you've got to ask me what the levels are, go back to breaking down the levels part 5. You know? But everything, it's not everything you need to understand. Just keep up with Trill ATV. And don't worry about me coming across in the... You get me? Don't worry. Just don't worry. Don't worry your mind. Just stay true. Listen to the message that I'm putting across and take it from there. You understand what I'm trying to say? A lot of comical behavior in 2020. And this is the evaluation that I'm constructing and I'm putting it up on the 20th of June. I said it before. People, oh yeah, I had another guy on my YouTube. People are saying, oh, why are you chilling with? I'm a TV channel. Just shut up your whole face. Sorry, just shut up your whole face, your whole entire movement. I'm not interested in what you got to tell me. You're either watching or you're not. It's that simple, innit? Innit? But when you watch and you comment, and I don't like the comment, I'm coming back at you. If you want to try to see, if you think that you can see me out in the open and punch my face off or come 6, because that's what it's going to take, 6, 7 guys in a van to come and get me, then you crack on it. I promise you won't go down the way you were thinking in your head, mate. But yeah, you crack on with that, innit? Yeah? I'm saying it how it is, innit? Does that make sense? And sometimes it will offend and sometimes it won't. You know? I'm talking to woke people who have got brain and mentality. I'm also talking to people who are sleeping to a certain extent. They're sleeping. They need waking up. They need knowledge. They need to be educated. I think during this lockdown, so to speak, a lot of people have, their eyes are open. There might be, some of the things that they're saying might be far-fetched, but the people's eyes are opening to what's going on around them, and that's good. So yeah, I had that Tropez guy, and everyone had something to say. Just fall back, man. Just stop. I don't care what you're saying. I'm a TV guy. I'm out here. You know, I'm doing what I want to do. You just watch. If you don't like, don't subscribe. But I guarantee you, more people, I've seen it now, more people are going to like and subscribe than ain't. You understand? And I'm only going to piss off stupid people. Yeah. So people are out here saying they're woke, but woke to me means that you can see the bigger picture. But when the way how some people are profiling themselves, you're sleeping still. You need to wake up. You understand? Because if you were woke, you'd see the bigger picture, you see what's happening before it happens, and you won't necessarily be shocked. You'd be aware. Like, you're aware when you're woke. It's like when you're sleeping, you're not aware. You're sleeping in your bed, you're snoring, you're not aware of what's going on. Everything's moving. When you wake up, you should be alert. Some people's eyes are open but glued shut. So you're sleeping still. The lights are on, but no one's home. Basically, in a plain form view. You know, if you're saying that you're woke, then wake up and smell the coffee granules. Smell it now, because it's happening. It's happening on your doorstep. Open up your eyes to what's always been going on. Do you want to get too deep in it? Because when people come to me saying all certain things like, oh, did you know that they're doing this and 5G and Corona is... Okay, I hear you, my brother. Now, give me the formula how to stop this all from happening. When I say that to people, they stumble. Oh, what? Give me the formula to stop this from happening. You ain't got the formula? Well, stop going around preaching, because all that's going to happen to you and your mental health is going to go sideways. Because what's going to happen, because the nation, I had a post the other day, and it says 1% are controlling the world and 4% are sellout puppets. I rearranged it. I said 1% are running the world, yeah? 7% are sellout puppets. Then that leaves me with 2%. 2%. Yeah? Which is, 2% that are awake, the eyes are open, and the other 90 are sleeping. That 2% is trying to wake up the 90 because you got one, well, you know, it all works out to be 100%, innit? But I'm 1 trillion, so I'm way past certain movements, but how you break certain things down so people can understand where you're coming from, because not everyone is going to be on the same level. That's what people need to understand. In order to communicate, we all need to have what's called an understanding. Sometimes when you're looking at the bigger picture, you got an overstanding. You understand what I'm trying to say? You're looking at things from a different perspective altogether and understanding movements. When you can see a movement and say, okay, then I get it. I truly do. I really get that movement. And look at the other side as well and say, I can see their movement. You're starting to look at things from a different perspective. You overstand now. Okay, you see everything. That's what's woke. You see everything from okay, I understand that movement. I don't understand that movement. But I don't really like the outcome, but I understand it. I get it. But I'm gonna have my opinion on it. Okay, cool. Your opinion ain't facts, but you're entitled to one. And you run with that. But you have to understand both movements of the coin, the two sides of the coin, to see things from a different perspective, to say, okay, then I get it, or I understand. Or when you're preaching to people, because you're preaching. Oh, this is happening and the world, basically telling everyone the sky's falling, they don't believe you. Does that make sense? But when you're out there spreading the word, the gospel, all that kind of get down, then make sure you got some way of telling people, well, this is happening, this is what we can do to stop it. If you come to me and say this is happening, but you got nothing to, well, this is what we should be doing to put this into place to stop it, don't talk to me. You're still sleeping. You've woken up for 2 minutes, seen something and seen, wow, you've not looked at everything. You're not analysed. You're not listened. You're not researched. You're just stupid. Because all that's happened now is that you've got knowledge. You know something. What's the plan? What's the POA? What are you planning to do to stop that movement? Talk to me. It is comical. It is really, really, really comical. I said it, 2020 is very comical. For when you're in a pandemic and your government are telling you things that you should have as basic hygiene, Wash your hands. And don't forget to wash them for 20 seconds. Wow. In 20 seconds, you couldn't wash your hands properly. If you can wash your hands properly in 20 seconds, I'm happy for you. It doesn't take 20 seconds to wash your hands, mate. It won't happen. It won't happen. But hey, at least you're washing your hands and coming up with clean behavior. I remember in 2019, I was saying to everybody, certain people, you stink, you this, that, the other. Now everybody's, certain people are trying to move clean. It's like, wow. It took you having a panic to what? Go and wash your hands and keep yourself clean. Okay. Fair play to you. Someone had to tell you that. That's how programmed people are. They need to be told about basic manners, basic hygiene, just basic stuff. Everyone is on some, I don't know, a lot of people are lost. A lot of people are lost, and a lot of things are fake, and a lot of things are not real, and it's just comical to me. And from when I'm out there recording stuff and whatnot, it's comical. It's comical. Very, very comical. Very, very comical. I'm not a sheep. I will not be following you anywhere. You understand? I will research what I need to research, look into things. And not everyone's going to see things from my perspective, and that's okay. You do you, and I will do me. I know what level I'm on. You know what level you're on. But I'm telling you now that the levels for 2020 are pathetic. Let that sink in for a minute. Pathetic.